Hey, what's going on, sports fans? It's your boy Damian Adams from The Real Deal with Damian Adams. Make sure you subscribe to The Real Deal with Damian Adams on YouTube, iTunes, and everything else. And now here's my reaction to Danny Garcia versus Shawn Porter. Excellent fight. Absolutely excellent match. Tactical, action-filled. If you love boxing, you love this matchup, okay? And we expected that going in. We knew it would be a 50-50 matchup where it could go either way. Now, going in, we expected Shawn Porter to outwork Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a natural counterpuncher. Shawn Porter is naturally a brawler, someone who likes to go in and outwork his opponent. And that's what we got in this matchup. Now, in the first 3 rounds, Shawn Porter tried to be a boxer. And he didn't do a bad job, but he's just not as good of a boxer, purely, as Danny Garcia. So you saw in those first 3 rounds, Danny Garcia was able to time Shawn Porter and hit him with some of those looping shots, those hooks that he's so good at. And he, great left hook, overhand right hook, and then sometimes he'll even dip his head down and throw it without even bringing his head back up, which will throw you off, and he's starting to catch Shawn Porter perfectly. So in that 4th round, we saw Shawn Porter become Shawn Porter. Now, I've never been a fan of Shawn Porter's style. I feel like sometimes he turns boxes into a wrestling match. But in this one, he did his rough tactics a little bit, but it was more boxing to get on the inside than just rushing in. So in this fight, you saw him do a lot of feinting in and out. So he was feinting, he would do a little step to the side, come back in, and then throw the jab, and then get in, go to the body, go back up top. And whenever he started off by doing the feints, going to the jab, that's when he had success. So rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, I gave to Shawn Porter because he was able to throw off the timing of Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia being a counterpuncher, he depends on being able to time his opponent. So when Danny Garcia is not able to time him, he's thrown off. And Shawn Porter's offense of feigning, leading with the jab, then going to the body, sometimes smothering, going to the body when in the hold, because the referee did a great job of letting them fight, but also making sure that they broke it up in time and to not break up the action of the fight, right? So Shawn Porter did a great job taking advantage of that time in the hold, and also going inside, going to the body a lot, jabbing, going up top. And at this time, Danny Garcia didn't know what to do with the feints. His timing was off. So during those middle rounds, Shawn Porter took full advantage. I thought he won all those rounds from 4 to 8. Now the 9th round, I feel like he tried to get back to boxing like he did earlier, and Danny Garcia took advantage again. Started timing him, hitting him with the hooks, getting some jabs in. One thing I thought that Danny Garcia should have done, that Shawn Porter was doing, was throwing little sharp uppercuts inside. You saw a few times where Shawn Porter, when he was on the inside, as soon as he did a little separation, got just a little bit of uppercut. Nothing crazy, just a nice little just catch your attention, make you back up, make you slow down your attack. He did a great job of that. Danny Garcia had those opportunities, but he's a hook guy. So he's looking for that hook. He even landed a beautiful double left hook at one point in those late rounds where it was beautiful. It was nice, but he wasn't active enough. And I feel like he could have been more active with the uppercut, right? Now, in the 11th round, I thought Shawn Porter got back to doing what he did in the middle rounds. And he took those last 2 rounds, which I thought really carried the fight for him. You asked the corner, his dad, you listen to what he was saying. He said you need to get back to jabbing to get in the inside. And that's what he did. Just got back to doing the feinting, jabbing, hitting the body, going back up top, switching levels, switching timing. Danny Garcia, because he's coming in with the jab, isn't able to really counter like he wants to. Now, if he was coming in with wide shots, that gives Danny Garcia time to, parry the shots, counter off of that. And his counters look much better than whatever Porter's throwing because it's just much cleaner. So in the rounds where Porter was not starting off with the jab, he was coming in maybe throwing hooks, trying to throw it to the body first before setting it up. That's when Danny Garcia got those clean punches. But in those middle rounds and the late rounds, he started off with the jab. That was the key to the fight. I scored it 115-113 for Porter. I thought that the judges got the decision right. Great fight. Again, make sure you subscribe to The Real Deal with Damian Adams. Of course, we'll be back next week with Triple G versus Canelo. Until next time, as I catch my breath, it's hard demonstrating boxing and talking. So you gotta be in great shape to do this. But until next time, Of course, we'll be back next week with Triple G versus Canelo. The Real Deal with Damian Adams is on iTunes, the 3-Point Conversion Station on Spreaker Radio. Make sure you subscribe, because we talk much more than boxing. We talk everything, sports. All right, so until next time, go real or go home.